Hey guys, it's Owen from Wrestling Inc. back with another wrestling news roundup. Without any further ado, let's get into today's biggest stories in the world of professional wrestling. Latest WWE vs AEW Google Trends Most Searched For Wrestler of April 2022. WWE still dominates the upstart AEW in online popularity. According to a new study from Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics, WWE has garnered an 80.1% share of Google web searches among all wrestling promotions thus far in 2022. While AEW is the next closest with 12.4%, New Japan Pro Wrestling has garnered nearly 5% of all wrestling-related searches this year. No other promotion near 2% of Google searches in 2022, with Impact Wrestling gaining a 1.5% share and Ring of Honor, NWA, MLW combining for a total of 1%. Thurston's report also showed that AEW has witnessed a steady gain in online popularity over the past 12 months. Meanwhile, undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns was the most searched for wrestling personality in the month of April 2022. Brock Lesnar, WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin, Cody Rhodes and Triple H rounded out the top 5. Bron Breakker carried away by masked disciples after WWE NXT Spring Breakin. WWE NXT champion Bron Breakker was taken away on a stretcher following last night's Spring Breakin post-show angle. The NXT Spring Breakin main event saw Breakker retain his title over Joe Gacy in a match that saw some of Gacy's hooded disciples watching from the crowd. After the match, Breakker stood tall with the NXT Championship and celebrated as two hooded disciples, this time with red masks on their faces, watched him from the apron. The show went off the air on the USA Network with the two masked men staring Breakker down. As can be seen on social media, WWE released post-show videos that reveals how Gacy watched from the corner as the masked men took Breakker out with a steel chair shot to the back, then dropped him on top of the chair head first. Gacy then watched as his masked disciples placed Breakker on a barbed wire stretcher and carried him away. There's no word yet on where WWE is headed with the stretcher angle or what's next for Gacy and the masked disciples versus Breakker, but we will keep you updated. Possible location for the 2023 WWE Royal Rumble. WWE is reportedly looking at Texas for the 2023 Royal Rumble location. A new report from Fightful Select notes that the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas is the frontrunner for the 2023 Royal Rumble Premium Live event. WWE last ran the Rumble at the Alamo Dome in 2017 and before that 1997. WWE Royal Rumble events have been held at domes or stadiums every year since 2019 and all but 1 year since 2017. The Alamo Dome was the first dome WWE ran the Rumble at and the only dome they ran for more than 2 decades. It was recently reported how WWE plans to run a lot more stadium shows in 2023. WWE announced the attendance of 52,020 people for the 2017 Rumble at the Alamo Dome. There's no word yet on what the date of the Rumble will be, but we will keep you updated when full details are announced. WWE Raw viewership and key demo rating for the WrestleMania Backlash Go Home show. Monday's live WrestleMania Backlash Go Home edition of Monday Night Raw drew an average of 1.581 million viewers on the USA Network, according to Nielsen via Showbuzz Daily. This is down 2.04% from last week's 1.614 million viewers. Monday's Raw drew a 0.38 rating in the 18 to 49 key demographic. This is down 13.63% from last week's 0.44 key demo rating. Raw ranks number 4 for the night in the cable top 150, with the 0.38 rating in the key 18 to 49 demographic. This is even with last week's number 4 spot. Raw ranked number 18 for the night in viewership on cable, behind several NBA games. Monday's Raw drew the lowest viewership and key demo rating since the December 20 episode. This week's Raw viewership was down 2.04% from last week's episode, while the key demo rating was down 13.63% from last week too. Monday's Raw viewership was down 15.54% from the same week in 2021, while the 18 to 49 key demographic rating was down 28.30% from the same week in 2021 too. Final names revealed for the WWE NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. The final 4 names have been announced for the inaugural WWE NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. It was announced on last night's show that Tatum Paxley, Fallon Henley, and Roxanne Perez, formerly known as Roxy, will be competing in the tournament. Henley and Paxley received vignettes to hype their spots in the tournament, while Perez mentioned the tournament during a segment where she and Wendy Chu caused trouble for the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane, while they were at the beach. While it was not announced on last night's NXT 2.0 episode, a post-show segment revealed that Nikita Lyons will also be in the tournament, confirming the final spot. Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Lyons in the video seen on social media and asked about teaming with Cora Jade for the win over Natalya and Lash Legend. She also asked about competing in the tournament. Lyons praised Jade and commented on what fans can expect from her in the tournament. Quote, "My whole life has been about breaking out. Martial arts, boxing, music, performing, dance, it's all been leading up to this very moment. And I know what some people may say about me, and the haters say she's all looks. Well, this is my chance to prove them wrong. This NXT Women's Breakout Tournament is my chance to get a step closer to the top of NXT," Lyons said. Lyons, Henley, Paxley, and Perez joined Kiana James, Sloane Jacobs, Lash Legend, Ariana Grace as confirmed entrants in the 8-woman tournament. The NXT Women's Breakout Tournament will begin next Tuesday night. WWE has not announced the brackets as of this recording, but we will keep you updated. Tony Khan announced his dream match for AEW Dynamite. AEW President, CEO, General Manager, and Head of Creative Tony Khan has officially announced a quote dream match for tonight's edition of AEW Dynamite on TBS. Khan took to Twitter yesterday and confirmed Rey Fenix vs Dante Martin in a qualifier for the Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. Quote, "Tomorrow night on TBS we have a dream match with a spot in the Owen Hart Foundation Men's Cup Tournament on the line as Dante Martin will battle Rey Fenix. Martin vs Fenix tomorrow night on Wednesday Night Dynamite on TBS," Khan wrote. Khan followed up with another tweet saying, quote, "We'll hear from Dante Martin before tomorrow's huge bout on AEW Dynamite vs Rey Fenix, a personal dream match for Dante Martin, and don't miss Dante wrestling a tune-up bout tonight on AEW Dark versus the dangerous Invictus Cash, and Tony Schiavone aims to speak with Dante afterwards. The winner of Fenix vs Martin and Jeff Hardy vs Bobby Fish at tonight's Dynamite will join these 5 confirmed entrants for the men's tournament: Darby Allin, Ring of Honor World Television Champion Samoa Joe, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Ring of Honor World Tag Team and AAA Tag Team Champion Dax Harwood." So what are your thoughts on today's Wrestling News Roundup? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to like and subscribe to Wrestling Inc. and I'll speak for you again very, very soon.